Hello again, and welcome to the Duels Indiegogo campaign. We thought we'd take a moment right off the bat to answer a fairly important question. What is duels? Now, it's a fairly straightforward question. Sadly, there isn't a really straightforward answer. Duels doesn't have an elevator pitch. We don't have a high concept pitch to give to you in 30 seconds or less, and then go about our merry way. This is something that we believe is actually one of the show's strengths. Now, that said, Duels does consist of one fairly straightforward story. A young, struggling couple buy a house on a plot of land somewhere in the Great Northwest. They do so in order to build equity and also to work on their struggling marriage. That very same day, they hire a gardener in order to help them tame the usual brambles and blackberry bushes that you find in the Great Northwest. Now, that all set up, the husband decides to go back to town in order to go to work. And while he's there, trouble hits. And so he is forced to spend more and more time in town in order to help his company survive its crisis. While he is gone, his wife and the gardener start to naturally gravitate toward each other. Eventually, they're found out by the husband. Jealousies are exposed, and then eventually there is a duel. That's your story. This story is repeated about 4 or 5 times during the course of the play. Now, at the beginning of the play, it's told in a fairly abstract and poetic fashion. And with each repetition, it grows more and more concrete and less abstract. By the final reiteration of the story, it's still somewhat abstract, but it's a lot more concrete than we were at the beginning of the play. Fortunately, back in 2013, the folks at On the Boards invited us to present a portion of the play at their festival, Northwest New Works. We include a portion of that presentation now.
One. What are you doing here?
This is my property, isn't it?
You said that you never wanted to see me again.
I was upset. It's work. It's stressing me out. And quite frankly, leaving something to be desired. But some goods are more durable than my desires. Like my wife.
Those are coyotes yipping!
Fuck. Juan?
Si, Senor Irene.
You moved on.
No, we settled. There are more and more farms in the valley and more land being cleared for more. There's plenty of work for us here now. We will stay.
That makes me glad.
Who is this strapping young man, Irene?
You don't remember?
Don't look at me like I'm bovine. You have to have known something to not remember it. I don't know this man from any other migrant.
This is Juan. He's a good gardener.
I can tell. You've done wonders with the place.
No, I've done them. Wait, you won't believe it.
Mucho gusto.
Juan. I never forget a name. It's a business skill. It's been too long since I've been out here if you've had time to do this much work without me meeting you.
Oh, I am ashamed taking all of your compliments, senor. I should have produced more produce by now, considering the materials, the sun, the earth, the water.
Yes, I had all that in mind when I bought the place.
And considering the assistance of Senor Irene.
Been giving her the green thumb, have you? Good. It's good for you to have a hobby out here by yourself.
They're not hobbies.
Son zanahorias.
2 for you, 2 for Juan, and 1 for me.
Just pull them out of the ground like that, eh? Like a rabbit out of a hat.
Not like conejos, senor.
Excuse me?
Conejos eat zanahorias.
Conejo. Conejo is a better word than rabbit. Conejo sounds more like what rabbits do.
The conejo is kept down by the coyote, but there are less and less coyote.
Good.
They eat the conejo that eats the zanahorias, the carrots.
The carrots are so important, we'll get a dog.
Ya tengo un perro.
English, man! If you're employed here, though you may use conejo.
He already has a dog.
Well, we'll buy a better one. One bred specifically for catching and killing rabbits. There's a product for every niche.
I'm now a carrot producer.
I am sure por lo menos that a fresh garden carrot
I'm hungry.
will make you feel better.
I feel fine.
No sé de eso.
Are you speaking to me?
No, senor.
Why do you want me to eat a carrot so bloody bad?
She wants you to.
I grew them.
They're carrots, Irene. Your self-worth shouldn't rely on my estimation of your carrots.
It doesn't. It's what I've been doing while you've been wherever you've been.
I will wash them for
Fine.
you, senor.
I didn't come out here to fight. I'm here to lick my wounds and get some fresh air. Been hell at the office. My hedge funds are leashed to securities. They pulled their horns in, tucked their tails between their legs, and stuck their heads in the sand.
That means yes, Juan washes carrots. I've missed you.
I should spend more time here.
You get antsy in your skin.
Pshaw. I love walking in the orchard.
You loved walking in the orchard once.
You remember walking there when we were thinking of purchasing this spread?
Oh, when we didn't think.
We shook hands with a gardener and left him to garden.
It's before I gardened.
It was spring.
We spread a blanket.
The orchard was in bloom.
We spread out a picnic that we bought at the produce stand along the highway.
Pink and white petals blossoming on the web of leafless branches above against a blue sky.
We spread blackberry preserves and we laughed at the thorns on the blackberry vines.
And your face against the bird blue sky.
We spread...
That day at the orchard sold me on the place. What was the slogan on the jam?
Una jalea de mora para chuparse los dedos. Blackberry jam to suck your fingers.
How do you remember that? Ants crawled all over the jam. Fucker spoiled the meal.
Let's walk in the orchard again.
It's not spring.
But it's fall, and there are so many